history has been made in Canadian basketball. One hand down, all over the defense.
One-hand talkback.
Oh! Bringing the fans to their feet, putting a man in the rim.
And that was it! Oh my Lord!
Welcome to the NPA on NPH.
This is the time. Now's the time.
Stay focused.
Every player deserves a chance to be seen, a chance to be heard, a chance to leverage opportunities and showcase their skills. At NPH, players and teams can create their very own unique pieces of content, from individual player and team mixtapes to feature stories, program documentaries, and live broadcast experiences. NPH creates high-quality visual content with one purpose: exposure. Canada breeds basketball talent, and the players and programs deserve a chance to showcase it. So wake up, because exposure starts here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a hectic weekend. We've been all over the place, but today, day 4 of the final NPA session, we're here at Royal Crown Academic School for what should be an absolutely electric game. We're live for some more NPA action, and Isaiah Hamilton comes flying up, tips it his way, and we will get to see his Crestwood side take on Tri-City Prep, who had a very, very interesting weekend. A lot of close games all around. But Crestwood starts off right, 2 points with one more for Isaiah Clark. I'm Julian Quintero Verano, and joining me on the call here today is my dear friend, the Bulgarian wonder himself, Anthony Marinov. Anthony, how are we doing today?
Well, better now that you call me the Bulgarian wonder, that's for sure. No, I'm doing amazing, man. These two teams, I've had the pleasure of calling every Tri-City Prep game in this Toronto session, so you know, they're a really fun team to watch in Crestwood. It's my first glimpse of them. You keep telling me about how much Isaiah Hamilton, you know, how good he is as a player. But really, studying this team and seeing who else they have. This is a deep team. They have other guys as well. Stefan Ilic, a guy I've really had the pleasure of seeing a lot. I'm excited. This is going to be a really good, fun game. And, you know, it's going to be fun. That's all it is.
You've seen Tri-City throughout this weekend. Obviously, that's a big aspect of just their season so far. A big chunk of it was played this weekend. What notes can you take away from this Tri-City team based off of the experience you've had seeing them throughout this entire weekend?
They're just an incredibly deep team. I mean, it's you know, you have Stefan Ilic, the guy, the man in the middle. The guy is a beast, right? The guy does everything. But then you also have Harry Shellhammer, right? The guy averages almost 20 points a game, just a shade under. He's at 19.9 as Ilic. He's 2 for 2. That 3 ball, and now the midi, the jump shot's falling for him. But it's also not just him. Yesterday, Zach Garth had a great game, right? Carson Anderson, a very important piece. He's a big body. He does everything. Christian Kawame, another guy. they're just a very deep team. I enjoy watching them play a lot, and Kwame, they're making an impact defensively. Tri-City Prep, just a fun team to watch, and yeah, they have that two-headed monster, but just so many other guys around them that support them really well.
Yeah, head coach Sergeant Pacic, he's been giving it everything he can for this side. That's always been really nice to be able to enjoy, and I agree with you. They have a deep side. They represent the Tri-City area. They're from Waterloo, Ontario, and that in itself is obviously something fantastic to be able to see throughout. Clark with the putback flush there, and we're starting to get it going early. 5-5 the score here between both these sides. And all 5 points scored by 2 players. On one side being Stefan Ilic, his floater. Beauty from Stefan Ilic. And now we'll see how Crestwood respond here. They trail 7-5.
Ilic already with all 7 points. The dude's red hot, hasn't missed a shot. This guy has been on a tear recently.
3 ball doesn't go. Rebounded by Hamilton. He throws it hilariously off of his own teammate there. And it will be Tri-City's retaking possession here. They got a chance to try to grow this advantage for him, but as you mentioned, Harry Shellhammer, he's been a fantastic player. A 30-point game against St. Jude's, and if I remember correctly, I believe it was a 36-point game earlier on this weekend. I could be very wrong, but he's just been electric in the scoring. He doesn't see a shot that he doesn't like, and that's just something that makes him such an electric talent. Harry Shellhammer out there starting with Stefan Ilic. They're joined by Zach Garth, along with Carson Anderson and Chris Kwame to round out the Tri-City Prep starting lineup. Meanwhile, out there for Crestwood in their starting lineup as they were able to tip it out. Ilic getting blocked on that. The put shot, not able to do it. Put back by Ilic, no go again. Still loose, but it's picked up now by Hamilton as he runs quickly. He's out there with Uraz, he's out with Phillips, he's out with Clark, and he's out with Eric Pesch. Hamilton goes up, called for the foul. And Coach Sergeant Pacic not very pleased about that one right there. Thinks that the call was a soft call. That is what he just said, actually, verbatim. Felt that his team wasn't given one-on-one and given to the other side here at Crestwood. But that's just the way it goes right now. 6-7 the score here. Isaiah Hamilton hits his first free throw.
Well, he saw Stefan Ilic get fouled on the other side, and it wasn't whistled, right? That's why he's saying, at first he said same call, right? One side it's not called a foul, the other side it is. So he thought his guy, Christian Kwame, got the ball, and you don't want him getting into foul trouble. He's one of the more premier defenders on this Tri-City Prep squad.
Garth and Kwame not on the same note there. Kwame starting to cut inside. Garth thought he was going to cut back out. Tri-City turn it over here. 7-7 with 7:24 remaining. A lot of sevens currently out there.
Well, 7-7-7. Isn't that the lucky number on the slot machine?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Maybe we'll be feeling lucky after this one if this game ends up going the distance. We'll see. Clark going to work again. Kicks out to corner. It's a three-pointer. It's short put back. Gosh, great play from number 2.
Jumping out the gym early on. You love to see it. Second putback dunk we've seen from this Crestwood squad. Uber athletic.
Ilic giving some space, kicks out to Garth. Garth back over to Kwame. He takes it to the hole. Nice little step through. Hamilton wanted the travel, but the make doesn't go, so Crestwood still run the other way. It'll be Pesch. He goes up through contact. Very tough lay there, and a bucket there from Eric Pesch.
Hamilton was ready for another putback there, jumping all the way up.
Ball swung all the way around. It goes into Shellhammer. He tacks the basket, draws the contact, and the foul. 2 free throws coming here for Harry Shellhammer. And I got to talk with Harry Shellhammer, and I asked him post-game, I believe it was the game they had on Friday. I'm trying to remember who they ended up playing, Tri-City. I believe he was given player of the game. I'm trying to remember who it was.
Played Ridley College on Friday, and then yesterday played Polaris.
Yes, it was the game against... Yes, it was the game that they ended up winning. I believe it was the game on Friday, but I don't know if that's the one that they won. It's been a long week, ladies and gentlemen, and they've played so many games. I'm trying to remember. Point is, post-game interview here with Harry Shellhammer. We said that was the game against CSJV. Yes, that's the one.
Excuse me. Yes. Thursday was the game against Ridley College.
Pesch not able to get up to put it back there as it goes out of bounds. But on the topic of Harry Shellhammer, I asked him, you take a lot of shots. I don't mean that as a negative. I mean that kind of impressively, because you will take every shot in stride with confidence. Where does that confidence come from? And he goes, well, I'm confident because I've made that shot before. And I haven't seen a shot that I don't like, so I will be taking the shots that I enjoy. And that just goes to show the level of confidence Shellhammer has. They'll definitely need him to carry that on here in this one. Clark not able to convert. Anderson, the one to rebound it. Tri-City slowing it down again. Anderson has a curling Shellhammer. Pesh, the one putting pressure on him. Shellhammer trying to put him in a blender. Passes it over to Illich. Illich taking it inside. Spins over. Uras comes over to try to slap it. Gives it over to the Kwame. He's open for three. Buckets! Chris Kwame for the three to give Tri-City the lead.
Big time shot there in the corner. Good recognition there by Illich, seeing that double coming and passing it out to his teammate in the corner.
Uraz's three doesn't fall. It'll be now Kwame. He's driving in, loses it there. Not a great one. Pass up over to Hamilton. He tried going up, stripped by Chris Kwame. Great awareness there from number 5. Not able to give Hamilton the type of play that he wanted. Hamilton frustrated about it there, but we will be seeing Crestwood have to keep it going once more here. Half-court set coming for them.
That could have been a nasty poster there if it wasn't for the smart hands of Kwame.
Clark puts his body on the defender, gets his own tip in, and Isaiah Clark now 7 points of the 13 to start off. He's been very, very good, and I mean, I've talked a lot about Isaiah Hamilton, but Crestwood is the team of the Isaiahs. Isaiah Clark being one of the top players on this team. Stefan Illich called for a travel there. He played Canada 16U. He put up almost double-double style stats. Very much was able to play both ends of the ball there, and he's also class of 2028, so it just goes to show the talent that's coming out of Crestwood right now. Hamilton deep three, can't convert it. They fight for it, picked up by Shellhammer. Shellhammer, spin move pass over to Kwame. Kwame who flies up! Chris Kwame jumps out of the gym, and I think that's a challenge to Isaiah Hamilton. He says, you want to get up? I can get up too. Great to see there from Chris Kwame. He's bringing it early.
What an emphatic dunk, but Shellhammer there, that pass out of the spin move, he was getting doubled, almost lost it, regained it, was about to be called for a travel had he not gotten it off, so just a nice move there. There is Isaiah Hamilton responding with the mid-range jumper, but man, Kwame, what a dunk.
15-14, it's in favor of Crestwood, but only just. Illich thinks about the jumper, holds on to it, has Anderson curling, decides to attack Clark. Clark closes off the lane on the right, still closing off to the left. Hard defense there. Illich, tough bucket, not able to get it. Outlet pass goes over to Hamilton. Hamilton trying to attack Anderson, slows it down here on the perimeter, decides to pull up from three. Short there, Illich pulls it in. Some taunting from the Tri-City bench. Anderson kicks it over to Garth. Garth all over to Shellhammer, his three-pointer. Money! Harry Shellhammer pulls out the pistol to show that he's a shooter. 2-point lead here for Tri-City.
Nice ball movement there. You hear head coach Sergeant Patriots yelling, swing, swing. It pays off.
Uraz trying to look around, little handoff over to Hamilton. He lets it fly again from three, not able to get started from it. Anderson, the one bringing it up. Seems there'll be a substitution here. It's going to be number 11, Damian Rucknich. He'll be checking in here on the side of Tri-City. Goes out of bounds, and it will still remain Tri-City ball, it seems. No, sorry, it will be Crestwood ball. No, waiting here. I saw mixed reactions from both sides there, so I was wondering who was getting it, but it will be Tri-City ball here on this inbound. As I mentioned, Rucknich checking in now for Carson Anderson. Garth has Hamilton in front, lets it fly. It's short, picked up by Phillips. Phillips quickly will drive on over, gives it to Eniojakon. Eniojakon, Hamilton was ready to flush it back in case the bounce wasn't there, but Eniojakon gets on the board. And I want to tell you right now, Isaiah Eniojakon, he doesn't get as much love. Oh my goodness. Gonna have to stop my thought there for a moment about Eniojakon. Shellhammer with a deafening three.
This guy's red hot, man. He's picking up right where he left off yesterday. I mean, Shellhammer, now 6 points. He's perfect. Hasn't missed a shot. Yesterday, 7 of 10 from deep. The day before that, 6 of 12. The guy's been red hot after going that first game against Ridley College. He struggled. He was 2 for 16 and 0 for 8 from deep. But that's how you bounce back. He's doing it all right. He's been insanely efficient. And these are jump shots. These aren't layups. These aren't dunks. Yeah, he's taking some of those too, but the threes are falling. And that's a difficult shot to be that consistent on.
As you mentioned, 2 for 2 on the day here. Clark drives the transition, popped out by Shellhammer to avoid the highlight play. It goes over, alley to Kwame! And Kwame gets fouled on the way up. He'll get 2 free throws. But in another universe, he just took the soul of Sammy Uraz. He wanted that.
This game's been filled with highlights so far, man. Julian, all over the place. It's highlight, highlight, highlight. Feels like every other possession, somebody's either going to be put on a poster or it's going to be a deep three somewhere. Just all over the place. Guys are making excellent plays.
Everyone's giving each other the business. Kwame here with 2 free throws. I'm going to take this time to finish my thought on Isaiah Eniojikan, also class of 2028. And as I mentioned, he's the 3rd Isaiah on the Crestwood team. And even though he doesn't get the flair of Hamilton or the prestige of Clark, I think he's the glue of this team. A lanky player who's trusted to bring the ball up the court. They put him in clutch time situations, and Coach Mack absolutely loves him. And I think Eniojikan, as the time goes on, is going to develop into being a fantastic player. They wanted the over and back. Their ref didn't see it. Hamilton can't convert the 3. Strawbridge goes for the board. A whistle goes there, and Marquise Strawbridge, who checked in just before this, called for the over the back.
Yeah, good box out there by Kwame. Drawing the foul.
And both sides have really not been advocating a lot for decisions in this game, but I'll be honest, I've liked what the refs have done so far. Very much early on, they've been establishing, let the boys play. And I'll be honest, I very much prefer that method in comparison to trying to whistle any minute detail.
Yeah, there hasn't been, a crazy amount of physicality between these two teams, mostly just because you see a lot of jump shots so far. But like you said, the refs are letting them play, right? Hasn't been many whistles, not many stoppages. The guys are going, and there hasn't been really anything that's too controversial that they've been insanely missed or an egregious call or anything like that.
Chris Kwame makes it a 5-point lead for Tri-City. Crestwood now want to try to get something. Phillips puts up the 3 on the transition, but it won't count. Clark, a legal scream set there.
It's a good call. That's a good call. He was moving. His feet weren't set yet, and you saw him. His shoulder kind of went in to the Tri-City Prep player. Yeah, good call there, ref.
And now we're going to be seeing Tri-City try to continue to grow this advantage. Can they get it larger than 5? It'll be Josh Henry, the one bringing it up for him. We have exactly 1 minute, un minuto remaining in this first quarter. It makes its way over to Kwame. Has a curling Illich. Illich catches it here. 1 pump fake. Trying to put the work in on Clark. Clark gets it out of his hand, makes him uncomfortable, gives it over to Shellhammer. He gives up a complicated 3! Oh my goodness! Harry Shellhammer gets 3. 1 more in the holster. 4-point play. Harry Shellhammer's on fire!
Unbelievable, man. He's 3 for 3 from deep. He hasn't taken a 2 yet. This guy has 9 points, a chance to make it 10. What do you do?
You throw on top of the fact he's 2 for 2 from the line as well. He's sitting on 8 points so far.
The technical foul looks like it's been...
And there's a tech, I believe the tech was called here on Coach Mack on the side of Crestwood. Now he's having some words here with the referee. They're going to try to figure out what the situation is. And I believe they're going to give the technical free throw to Shellhammer, and then they're going to be giving Shellhammer his free throw for the foul on that 3. But again, Harry Shellhammer, I got to talk with him post-game. As I mentioned, he loves a tough shot. He doesn't see a shot he doesn't like. That's the level of confidence you love to see in a player. But you represented Great Britain at youth level. He hasn't represented them in a while since. I asked him, is that his decision? He goes, you know what? I'll play ball for whoever wants me to play ball. That's just what I want to do. And you can see the love of the game that this kid, Harry Shellhammer, has. It's wonderful to see. He remains perfect at every element of the game so far. Tri-City, in a blink of an eye, now lead by 10, 27-17, 40 seconds remaining.
You want to talk about remaining perfect. Harry Shellhammer has not missed a free throw this year. He's 26 of 26 from the free throw line. Hasn't missed a single one.
That's emphatic. 3 ball from Hamilton. He gets it a go, and he gave a little clap there. He says, let's get ready to rumble. Isaiah Hamilton first made 3 of the game. He might start heating up.
Yeah, he needed that one. 1 of 5 now from deep. He was 0-4 before that, but you see 1 go in. That's kind of all you need sometimes to start to get the chemistry going.
Rucknich messes up the play there. Hamilton goes up, fouled by Rucknich there on the transition. 2 free throws coming for Isaiah Hamilton. Crestwood now trying to continue on in this one. Ball will be going to Isaiah Hamilton. Will be taking these free throws, and if I had a nickel for every time Crestwood has started off the game seeming a little sluggish, I think that would be every single game they've played this season. At one point against Crestwood played Edge at the start of this weekend, literally last Saturday on Valentine's Day. They trailed by over 20 at one point. Came back. I believe they ended up losing in the end by like 3 or so. Kwame with a very complicated lay, able to get it. And Yojikan just lets it fly, isn't able to convert it as we head into the second quarter, 29-21. But what I'd like to say there before we head to a quick little break, they trail big. It's been the theme of the season is close basketball with Crestwood. And today doesn't seem to be much different than that, Anthony. 29-21, Tri-City leads for now. We'll see how Coach Mack makes adjustments here heading into the second quarter. We'll be right back.
History has been made in Canadian basketball. One hand down, all over the defense.
Original one-hand cockback.
Oh! Bringing the fans to their feet, putting a man in the rim. Ain't that awesome? Oh my Lord!
Welcome to the NPA on NPH.
We return here for some second quarter action. As mentioned, 29-21, Tri-City leads. And I mean, it's been the Harry Shellhammer show here out of the gate.
Yeah, I mean, the guy has 13 points. He's perfect. He hasn't missed a free throw. He's 4-4 from the line. 13 points. But another thing about Tri-City Prep, only 3 guys have scored for them.
Yeah.
Only 3. It's just been Stefan Ilish, who had the first 7 points of the game.
Yep.
Shellhammer and Christian Kwame. I mean,
yeah, all 3 of them still out there on the court. They're partnered here by Milan Jeric, and what's also going to be Josh Henry facilitating things here for Tri-City. Ilic steps back, says, let's let it fly. He misses there, is rebounded by Strawbridge. He finds Phillips. Phillips covered by Josh Henry. Henry giving him a hard time here on this left-hand side. Clark coming to set a screen. Once again, we know that Clark can set those aggressive screens. Phillips still putting the work on and puts it up. And Malachi Phillips, a very well-earned bucket there from number 7.
I love that. He had Henry in jail behind him. He had the defender on his hip and couldn't do anything. That's excellent offensive play there. Excellent maneuvering around the key. Chris Paul-esque, you could say.
Shout out Chris Paul, recently retired. And I mean, I get to say retired technically as a Toronto Raptor, but we did waive him right before. It's a whole situation there. We don't have to get into the intricacies of Chris Paul's stint in Toronto. But either way, still fantastic play. Have him in jail. And speaking of, Tri-City have a 4th player scorer there. Milan Jeric, the one with the bucket.
Yeah, Chris Paul, my favorite player, so I was hoping he'd suit up for the Raps, but unfortunate there. But nice putback there by Jeric. You know, maybe balance the scoring a little bit more. Not that Tri-City Prep need to do anything else. It's working for him. That's a nice 3 by Hamilton. His second one.
Hamilton freed himself up with a couple moves. Pacic not too pleased about the play. And this time Hamilton end up getting the foul called on him. Ref wanted a moving screen on that previous one. Didn't get it. We're going to be seeing some substitutions here now. Coming in, number 3, Mikhail Bartley making his appearance. And to tell you about the prep that I made coming into this season, Anthony, I scavenged the internet to learn about these players. And I found a 30-minute interview of class of 2028's very own Mikhail Bartley. A lot of people, and he attributes his basketball IQ as a point guard entirely to playing soccer growing up. So, big footy fan. That's nice to be able to see here. We'll see how his play translates. He's been a very key piece for them throughout this season as a bench spark plug. We'll see where it ends up pushing for him. Henry trying to split through here for TCBA. Wonderful bucket there 5 players have scored now for Tri-City. We can drop the narrative, but Josh Henry with a beautiful mid-range pull-up.
Well, just going back, you just said you mentioned he played soccer growing up. The more sports you play, you learn things from all over the places. There's a foul there, and Isaiah Clark will go to the line. But the more sports you play, the more things you learn. You learn different things about different ways, the way your body moves, what you can do, right? You see things differently, and the more multifaceted you are, the better you become in every sport you play.
I've always wondered, because we've seen across all sports, we've seen players play American football and basketball. Shout out, what's his name? Charlie. He was point guard for the Knicks, and he won the Heisman.
Oh yeah, right? I know who you're talking about.
I'm blanking on his name, which is very unfortunate. You can let me know on it in a bit, but he talked a lot about how being a quarterback in the NFL, not in the NFL, in the NCAA, really helped him push forward. Charlie Ward, thank you so much for pulling that up there. He talked how much being a point guard helped him as a quarterback, and how being a quarterback really helped facilitate things for him in terms of seeing the court in the NBA. You look at Deion Sanders, who also played baseball, right? He talks a lot about that. Bo Jackson also made that jump. But I don't think I've ever seen a player potentially play baseball and basketball. I don't think that's one we've seen overlap in, really. And to be honest, I would kind of love to see overlap in that, because I would love to see the 90-mile-an-hour fastball full court pass from a point guard. That would be pretty. I think that would be pretty fun.
That would be pretty cool. But another one is soccer. A lot of European guys, you see that, Kwame's going to go to the line, but they're just. Soccer is another big one, right? It's the footwork, right? A lot of European guys, they do that over there. They grow up playing soccer. That's naturally the first sport. I mean, that was the first sport I played growing up, right?
You got Wemby, Jokic, Antetokounmpo, and Giannis. And I mean, like, in that sense, it's like they talked about, we head into this timeout here. But yeah, it's true. And it's so funny because you ask them and they tell you, oh, why'd you stop playing footy? Why'd you stop playing soccer? And the reason is almost always, I got too tall. I think that's really funny. I think that's just really funny to me. 7:04 remaining in the second quarter. 37-28 the score for when we come back.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible, right?
What's up, everyone? It's Tarek's Bait.
Free throws here. Chris Kwame at the line. Misses the first. Unfortunate with how short it was there. And we're seeing who's coming back out there on the side of Crestwood. It seems that it's going to be Strawbridge, Clark, Bartley, and Ioja. And I believe Isaiah Hamilton is over there. Kwame hits the second one. And yes, it is going to be Isaiah Hamilton. He's over there ready in the corner. Out there for Tri-City. Shellhammer Illich inside! What an incisive ball to find Isaiah Hamilton. He goes up with two hands and rocks the rim.
You know what I think happened there? He was still on the bench while the free throws were happening. He was having a sip of water or Gatorade or whatever it was over there. Kind of looked like he was about to sit down, and then he kind of just snuck in, on the baseline, wide open below. It feels like as though Tri-City might have forgotten about him.
I think the coach forgot about him too, because they just took him out for Eric Pesch to give him a breather. So I think that was pretty funny. Wonderful bucket there from Isaiah Hamilton. Shellhammer, call it a Wendy's 4 for 4. He's on fire from beyond the arc.
I mean, what do you do? Get up under him? I mean, you can't leave the guy open like that. He's been making everything.
Thing of beauty there for Harry Shellhammer, 16 points. And that's been wonderful to see. Luke Beamer will be checking in now for Chris Kwame as we end up seeing Arik Pesch go to the line, take a couple free throws. And I wanted to highlight this. Arik Pesch was not a part of the game against Edge. He wasn't, I believe he was hurt. Wasn't available that day. Wasn't on the bench. I love Arik Pesch. I've gotten to see him throughout this year for Crestwood, and the thing that I love about him more than anything, he keeps this team in check. And the thing is, with this Crestwood team, Clark's class of 2028, Hamilton's class of 2028, as I mentioned, guys like Bartley and Eoja Khan, the now injured Goran Davidovich, Call class of 2028, Strawbridge class of 2027. You know, they need a leader to be the guy to tell them when things are working, when they aren't, so they're not just reliant on their coaching. And that's been Arik Pesh. I can't repeat the words because very much explicit at times, very much just teammates talking to teammates, but he got into it and tore his team a new one when they were trailing to St. Jude's at St. Jude's, and it essentially boiled down to this. We know we're better than these guys, so let's play like we're better than these guys. We got to absolutely turn it on, and he was able to get the team motivated. They came back and won that game against St. Jude's in overtime. Do we see something similar from Arik Pesh come the half for his team? We'll just see. Depends on how they handle the half there. It will remain Tri-City ball. Hamilton comes back in for Eoja Khan. Chris Kwame checking in as well, and he'll be making his way here for Beamer.
Yeah, you talked about, tearing his team a new one and being the leader on the court. Sometimes you need that, just maybe not the most eye-popping stats, but a guy that keeps everything together is crucial to any team.
Kwame, his three ball just too long there, was open for it, just wasn't able to convert it. And now Crestwood want to get it going. Back to Hamilton. He lets it fly. Third three for Isaiah Hamilton. He's starting to heat up on the perimeter.
Pure and utter confidence there from Hamilton. That's the second time, though, on the defensive end. He didn't even put a hand up on a shot because he knows that wasn't even a shooter. Right? Kwame not known for his three-point shooting.
He's developed it throughout this season, though. It's been nice to see for Chris Kwame. He's really come through. I think this session he's really impressed. Nice block there to stop Clark. Still loose in the middle, and it will get ruled in the side of Tri-City. Hamilton not happy about it. And now they're going to be getting set. Who's going to inbound it here? It's going to be Kwame to inbound. But Chris Kwame, we know that he's known for his high-flying dunks. We know that he's someone who can do that. But he's been expanding his game beyond the three-point arc. He's given us some wonderful performances this weekend. So I expect to see significantly more. Shellhammer lets it fly again. 5 for 5. 15 points for Harry Shellhammer exclusively from just beyond the arc. That is his 18th point of the game.
19.
19.
You got the free throws. Don't forget the free throws.
The free throws.
He's only missed one shot, and that was a midi. He's still perfect from three, though.
Clark, his jumper doesn't go. Bit of chirping on the bench here from Tri-City. And it goes again. Kwame and one! Chris Kwame takes it straight to the hoop. And he's doing everything he can to give them the business. Tri-City's big three of Illich, Shellhammer, and Kwame have come to work today, and they want that fourth win of the season.
They want it, man. They've done everything right. Isaiah Hamilton, he started off a little bit slow shooting. They forced him to shoot. Yeah, he's been their best player for Crestwood, but everybody else on the team has been kind of slow. They're forcing jump shots. They're not letting them get inside. So you look at this here. Met with two guys already, and there's another turnover. Tri-City Prep doing an excellent job defensively.
Crestwood probably going to make changes in the second half. Shellhammer trying to put Pesh in a blender. Goes back to Henry. Henry calling for a play. Illich coming to set the screen. They're going to take it. Going to be a switch here. Clark gets on Henry. Henry stepping back. Almost gets a strip by Bartley. Bartley still putting pressure on Henry. Henry glancing around. Quick pass over to Kwame. Kwame sizing up. Pulls up from three. Not able to convert it. Rebounded by Hamilton. 11-point game. And Isaiah Hamilton going to try to attack Chris Kwame. Kwame stepping up for the challenge. Hamilton stumbles on himself. Turns it over. And Chris Kwame able to force that turnover. Tri-City retake possession again. 3:40 into this second quarter. Kwame now calmly hands to Illich. Illich puts it up. It's short. Can't get it. Strawbridge out to Hamilton. Picked up by Shellhammer. That's a deep three. He's feeling himself. 6 for 6 from three. There's shooters all over, and they're all named Harry Shellhammer.
I almost fell out of my seat. Harry Shellhammer, my goodness, as there's a Kwame block.
Kwame blocks. He gives it over to Shellhammer. He's feeling himself again. 7 for 7 from beyond the arc. Hello, Governor. They're feeling it in Great Britain. What a bucket. A timeout needs to be called. 17-point game when we return. My goodness.
Welcome to the new era of basketball. They doubted you. They overlooked you. They didn't believe in you. But now, everything changes. No more sidelines. No more being underrated. No more sleeping. It's time for your game to speak. NPH has traveled the world. We've connected with the top players. We've built this stage. And now, it's time. Time for the game to rise. Time for you to rise. Time for the basketball world to wake up. Welcome to the new era of basketball.
We're back here, ladies and gentlemen. I needed to compose myself a little bit following that Shellhammer 3, but composition is very, very hard to come by when a player is a perfect 7 for 7 from 3, not just from the field, from 3, and has 4 made free throws on top of that to give himself 25 points alone in this game.
I'm speechless. I mean, the guy could have gone and lobbed it to Kwame on the fast break there. By the way, before I break that down, the shot before, he pulled up from over 30 feet and just said, yeah, I'll take the 3 and make it. And then, yeah, on the N1, he gets the steal, says, I'm not going to pass on the fast break. I'm going to take the 3 instead, makes it. When you're hot, I mean, I don't think you get much hotter than how Harry Shellhammer is right now.
The kid's been phenomenal, and we'll see if he's able to keep that up here. I mean, we talked about it, and I think it's one of your favorite words that we've had. Sustainability has been the topic of the weekend. Is it sustainable? And you'd love to say no because the probability says that, but my heart's telling me this kid's going to hit every shot he puts up today. And, I mean, they are man-marking him all the way down the court here. I think they're going to probably running a box and 1 here to make sure Shellhammer is given not an ounce of space for the rest of not just this quarter, but this game.
Well, I mean, when you're 7 of 7 from deep, you got to find something to do, right? You got to stop the guy somehow.
Hamilton blows past Kwame, takes it inside, Euro step to the basket. Isaiah Hamilton with a nice bucket there on the transition, but now they're going to try to get it quick. Over to Anderson. He's not able to have it. It's just a little too long. They turn it over on the transition. Crestwood going to go at it again. Who's going to come support? It's Pesh. He comes in, calls for it. Phillips being covered here by Henry, so Pesh going to keep it up on this right-hand side. Shellhammer steps up, back on over to Phillips. Phillips covered by Henry. Goes all the way around this right-hand side, steps back, thought about the 3, instead he's going to step on back further. He's going to need someone to flare, someone to come make themselves known. It's Clark, he spins over, sidestep, mid-range, pull-up, Phillips can't get it. It's still loose, ends up in the hands of Illich, and Illich gives it to Henry. Coach Paychich saying pace, pace, into Henry. He pulls up from the mid, he can't convert it, grabbed by Clark, and now Crestwood wants something quick. They're going to want something fast. It's going to be Hamilton on the left-hand side. Phillips not looking at him. He wants it himself. Flips on over to the corner instead. Wide open for 3. It's Pesh. And Arik Pesh with the 3-pointer. Crestwood cut it back down to 10.
Good run here by Crestwood, getting a couple of stops and scoring on the other side. That's more important, right? You gotta chip away at the sleeve somehow. And they're making 3s now. That's important. You start opening up the floor for yourselves, man, that's gonna pay dividends.
Out to Illich, his 3-pointer. Short. Grabbed by Pesh, but he's fouled by Kwame. That was a tough bit of contact there. And Chris Kwame, well, he'll continue on. Henry checks on out now. Nice little breather for him. Patrick Fordyce will be the one coming in on the side of Tri-City. Fordyce with the steal. He picks his pocket and up he goes. Clean lane, not able to convert it. They still fight for the steal. It's Kwame again. He goes up with it. Doesn't get the make. But 2 free throws coming there.
Boy, is he lucky he got that ball back. Missing that layup. You know, I understand you just checked into the game. You haven't had a feel for the ball yet. That happens every now and then. It's a good thing Kwame was there to draw the foul.
Yeah, I mean, it's been going Tri-City's way, but even with that, you can't say it's particularly a safe lead. you see 10 points and you go, well, that's a considerable margin. It's 3 threes and a free throw.
It's nothing. It's
That's
nothing.
That can be changed like this. We've seen it before. We know it can happen. Tri-City cannot let their foot off the gas. Kwame splits his chances at the line. 1 minute left in this first half. Phillips trying to dance on Fordyce. Fordyce hand inside again. He fouls Phillips on the reach-in. A couple talks here on Tri-City about how much they like it, though. That's nice. Clark subs out here for Mikhail Bartley.
Looks like a bonus situation here.
It is the bonus. That is a situation here. Heading to the line will be Malachi Phillips. And Malachi Phillips is senior on this Crestwood team. He's also part of that senior leadership group for them. The big seniors for him being Pesh, Phillips, and of course, Sammy Uraz. We haven't seen much of Sammy Uraz here today. He started off this game, but he's been a bit quiet since. He's been on the bench afterwards. So maybe Coach Mack knows something we don't here, and I mean, he's keeping him safe, keeping him having a breather to be able to do something more so in this second half. So we will see where it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Who knows where it's going to be pushing. Under a minute left in this game, 54 seconds to be exact, 52-44 for when we return. $54.8. That's what we have left here in this first half. We'll be seeing if Tri-City can keep on pushing. It's a 9-point gap. How do they respond? Anderson, it's a curl here. Nice little dribble. Caleb Zorko, his jumper's short. Fordyce tries saving it, can't. And we're seeing Harry Shellhammer be given a nice little breather here for a moment.
Well, it's a 9-1 Crestwood one right now, right? They were down 17, now only 9. Very important here for Tri-City Prep to try and keep their foot on the gas and get some stops.
Hamilton, his three's just short. He's also dangerous from beyond the arc, along from underneath the basket. Phillips called for the reach-in foul, and it seems that that will also be a trip in the bonus, and it'll be a trip to the line for Patrick Fordyce. Has a chance to continue to try to grow this advantage. 31 seconds remaining in this first half. Fordyce, his first one, just a bit long, not able to convert that, and that might be a mild concern. But if he can hit the second one, be able to help the team out considerably in terms of momentum. All of Tri-City is back. Sub being made in, and we will be seeing team manager coming in to help out this team with depth, and I'm very, very happy to call it here. Number 22, Joey Gamis.
So what a story, hey? Team manager coming into the game. You love to see it.
And I mean, he might be the team manager, but if Crestwood thinks that he can hoop, kid can hoop, man. And he's getting back immediately on defense. Look at him getting ready for it. They're trying to push on forward. Pesh called for the foul here. He doesn't like it here. And it will be a free throw situation here. Chris Kwame heading to the line.
Couple more free throws, stopping the clock here. trying to make this a 12-point game at least. Kwame, though, just relentless attack downhill, man. He's been doing everything right. 13 points, 2 of 7 from the free throw line, though. It's a place not one of his strengths. Nonetheless, makes that one there. It's just about the next shot, though, right? He can make them. He's not a bad free throw shooter by any means. Sometimes you have the off days, but he's still doing the right things. And not only, sure, he might not be making them at the clip he wants, but he's drawing fouls. And you get guys into foul trouble, that changes the game completely for a team like Crestwood, who relies on, certain players because they have a smaller roster.
And you throw on top of that, Chris Kwame. Anderson comes flying in, but he steps out of bounds. Great play there from Carson Anderson. He gets up to steal it, just not able to do so. But as I was saying there, it's an interesting situation, I think. Very, very good side on both these teams. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Marquis Strawbridge lets it go. Can't. Rebounded by Illich. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Gamis.
Bad foul there. Bad foul. 90 feet away from the basket. And you're going to send Illich to the line. You cut this lead down to 9. It's now up to 12. A chance to make it 14. Just bad execution down the stretch here by Crestwood.
Unfortunate to see here for Crestwood late on, but you never know with how these situations end up turning out. We'll see if Illich can convert on both of his opportunities here at the line. First one, Jim's dead silent. I'm scared they're going to be able to hear me. First one falls there for Stefan Illich. Second one to go. He's calm, he's collected, and he sinks both. That 14-point gap's what happens into Pesh. He lets it fly. Illich got some. He wants the block. He wants the block. He got that there. They're saying count it. I'm just a broadcast guy. I'm not really the one to count it. But either way, great way to end it there. 58-44 as we head into the half. Tri-City leads big. What changes can Crestwood make to try to pull back in this one? So much more basketball to come, and I'll see you with it. We'll see you shortly.
What's up, everyone? It's Tarek Bate, CEO of North Pole Hoops, and I want to get you updated on what's going on at MPH. And more importantly, what's to come in 2026. This year, expected to be the biggest in company history. Let's lock in. We just got back from our Middle East tour.
Welcome to Riyadh.
With Abdul, our regional director. What's up, everyone? With Abdul. We just got back from our Middle East tour.
Welcome to Riyadh.
With Abdul, our regional director. And we spent time in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, where we were able to meet with major stakeholders. What's up, everyone? And we spent time in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, where we were able to meet with major stakeholders in the region that are interested in connecting the dots, creating that bridge between North America and the Middle East region through basketball and creating a global impact through multiple basketball projects, which we're excited to share as we roll into 2026. And as we move over to Saudi Arabia, a country going through a transformation with a strong ambition in sports and entertainment. This is a country that's hungry for more. Working together with North Pole Hoops, we want to bring the basketball world to the kingdom. Now we're back in the United States of America, focused on building the Southern Conference of North Pole Hoops. The evolution of prep basketball, from national championships to continental cups. We are choosing select programs that align with our global vision. As for up north in Canada, the momentum is undeniable. We just finished up a Montreal session, and we're heading into the new year in the nation's capital of Ottawa. As we get closer to March, championship month, the storylines are picking up. In Canada, one of the biggest storylines, David Bottomley, averaging 47 points per game following the tragic loss of his father. He is now turning performance into purpose, and that's MPH family. Then you look at Isaiah Hamilton and Kareem Al-Jabbar, 2 NBA-level prospects who are breaking out in the NPA in their first year of prep basketball. They've stepped into a higher level of competition and structure, and instead of adjusting slowly, they've announced themselves. And of course, the rivalry that continues to define Canadian prep basketball. Fortiri versus Royal Crown, owners of the last 2 national championships. A storied matchup that keeps bubbling season after season as both programs chase another MPA crown. Every time they meet, it means something. Honorable mention that truly deserves recognition, Yusuf Ahmed. Watching Yusuf rise through the MPH ecosystem, from dominating D1 to becoming one of the top players in the MPA and Canada overall, is exactly why this platform exists. These aren't just highlights, these are pathways, growth stories, and proof that the ecosystem works. And when it comes to women's basketball, the ladies are shining. We're in year 2 of the WMPA and we're elevating women's basketball. With star talent like Chance Berry, Amelia Sau, Jordan Wheeler, they're setting a global standard for what's to come. So what can we expect moving forward at North Pole Hoops? We're building conferences. 4 conferences over the next 2 years are in the process of being built. We have the Central Conference, which will cover the majority of Ontario. Eastern Conference will start in the nation's capital from Ottawa, go throughout Quebec and Atlantic Canada, connecting the whole eastern region of the country. And then Western Canada starts in Manitoba, goes through Saskatchewan, Alberta, and BC. Last but not least, the Southern Conference in the USA. That is under construction as we speak and will be growing over the next couple years, starting with the inaugural 26-27 season, MPA and WMPA South. Conferences equal structure. This isn't just expansion for the sake of expansion. This is intentional growth built to last. At North Pole Hoops, it's always been about building growth pathways on and off the floor. And entering 2026, it's about alignment, global reach, and raising the standard everywhere we go. To coaches, parents, players, and partners, thank you for continuing to believe in this vision. We're just getting started. Thank you.
My name is Silky Sullivan. Who's missing is my wife, the second half of DNV Chill Cryo Wellness Spa, Verona Sullivan. We started this company, DNV Chill Cryotherapy Wellness Spa, about going on 5 years ago. We felt the need for athletes to have recovery and pain management at sporting events. Technology that we have, the device that we have, we are able to spray athletes before they play, during halftime, and after they play, because it's nothing but 60 to 90-second sessions. It reduces inflammation, it reduces swelling, it eliminates muscle soreness. It's very efficient and it's very powerful. Anywhere that they're playing a high level of basketball, they're gonna need recovery. And I must say, this is my first time in Canada. Of course, I watched the SGA, the OKC won the championship, but for me to see with my own eyes, these kids I'm very impressed. I told Tyreek that I'm very impressed with the level of play that they're playing out there. With that being said, they playing long games. Like I tell kids, you have to recover like you practice and play. They're playing every day, they're practicing every day, and they're training every day. So you have to let your body recover. And so I figure that this is something that we can come up here and help them with, and they can also help us, and we can help each other, man.
Every player deserves a chance to be seen, a chance to be heard, a chance to leverage opportunities and showcase their skills. At MPH, players and teams can create their very own unique pieces of content, from individual player and team mixtapes to feature stories, program documentaries, and live broadcast experiences. NPH creates high-quality visual content with one purpose: exposure. Canada breeds basketball talent, and the players and programs deserve a chance to showcase it. So wake up, because exposure starts here.
My name is Sonny Suits, and I'm the co-founder and director of Western Canada Prep Academy. we started our program to help keep kids home that were leaving to play prep school in other areas. So we wanted to provide an option for that high performance environment in Edmonton. For us, joining the NPA is a natural progression. We want to be able to participate in a national platform. We've been playing against a lot of American leagues over the years, and we feel like playing in a national Canadian league is a really good look for our program. Having an MPH Western Conference will allow us to have better games at home, and that's always been a thing going out west. But there's a couple really good anchor programs out here that we get to play, but there's not enough room out of advance. And creating that conference will allow us to have more sustainable, high level of competition regularly in our area. That helps in a lot of different ways, and it's going to help grow the game quite a bit by just having that presence out there.
Now I'm rising with fire from what they used to boast. Bridge culture with core, let your roots roar. From Toronto, Jeddah, Dubai, open every door. They say you're small, you don't belong in the score. But universe whisper, you built for much more. Wake up to your power, see the game wait. Cordage your voice, the hoops your state. Every strap you grab, every shot you take. Be the message in the grind, no silent breaks. They slept on me, now I rise to the sky. Stardust in my veins, see the flame in my eye. Game speak loud, I don't need to try. From shadows to spotlight, watch me testify. Wake up the world, let them feel who we be. Roots in the ground, but a soul run free. Internet's connect, gateway to your dreams. Now I'm rising with fire.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, some second half action. And Tri-City will be starting off with the ball here to kick off their second half. And I mean, we know just how hot they've been. Illich's jumper doesn't go. Pesh was the one to come down with it. But as it's still early in this second half, I'm going to turn to you, considering that you are a big basketball analytics guy. You broke down a couple plays for me there at the half. What changes do you think Crestwood specifically need to do if they want to try to come back in this one?
It's more so defensively, right? Offensively, they're still getting some shots. I would like them to move the ball a little bit more offensively, but on the defensive side there, you gotta lock in a little bit more, because obviously the shooting from Shellhammer is 7 of 7. That's insane. That's absurd, right? There's not much you can do there, but if you need to move a little bit more, you need to talk a little bit more, and maybe switch, right? They're in a zone here. They're in a 2-3 zone. But if they're shooting lights out, you usually want to get in a 3-2 zone and make them get you inside. And Crestwood is a big, big team. See, right there, right? You get Illich inside, and that's a beautiful block by Isaiah Hamilton. But that's what happens. You force them inside. You force them into the paint where you guys can collapse.
On the side of Tri-City, obviously, if you ask me, what do you want to do? You say, well, I need Harry to keep shooting as insane as he is. But in all seriousness, what do you think the method is here for Tri-City if they want to try to keep up this advantage in the second half?
Keep attacking downhill. It's been working for them. They've been drawing a lot of free throws. Big thanks to Christian Kwame. But you keep attacking downhill, they're going to get these guys in foul trouble. And like I said earlier, when you get guys in foul trouble, that changes your game plan. That opens up the floor for you offensively as well. Guys can then make more space and shoot and whatnot. So keep attacking downhill, keep attacking the rim, and don't settle for any bad shots. Because, I mean, they've been moving the ball exceptionally well. Tri-City Prep, they can get really good things going. There is a nice move. Can't get it to go, but again, just don't settle and keep attacking the rim.
12-point game now into Hamilton. He takes it inside, moves it around, puts it up. Coach Pacic calling for a travel. Referee, though, calls it a foul on number 3, Carson Anderson. It'll be 2 points with one more coming here on the side of Crestwood. Isaiah Hamilton once again with a bucket inside. Can't get the free throw. Tri-City push. Kwame quick over to Shellhammer. They're dropping on him like crazy. He's going to give it back over to Kwame.
See a little space he's getting?
If I'm Shellhammer, I'm abusing the gravity as much as possible to free up my guys. Rebounded by Kwame. Back to Shellhammer. He thinks about it. He takes it. Oh my days! 8 for 8. He continues the first half streak. Harry Shellhammer, ladies and gentlemen.
Stop it. Just stop it. This guy, 8 of 8, man. 8 of 8. That's absurd.
Driving in, kick back over to Clark. Jab step, putting him in work, pulls up from the mid-range. Nice bucket there. Shades of Carmelo Anthony from Isaiah Clark there.
The jab, step back. Jay, I like it in the mid-range too.
What do they say about Carmelo Anthony? He can put work in a phone booth. That's exactly what it was there. TCBA for 3. Not able to convert is Kwame. Clark able to save it. He gives it over to Pesh. Pesh finds Phillips. Immediate swing over to Uraz. He's open for 3 in the corner. Corner 3. Big bucket there from Sammy Uraz. It's an 8-point game now.
The lead below double digits. It was 14, now 8, like you said, Julian. TCBA gotta get some buckets here.
Garth finds Kwame. Has Shellhammer curling. Instead tries giving it to Garth in the corner. He's kicked there by Pesh. Goes out of bounds. It will remain Tri-City ball. They have 9 seconds on this shot clock. They wait. Here comes the inbound. Kwame needs someone. Has Garth. Quick find over to Illich. Illich. The shot clock resets back to 14. It's Shellhammer. He's sizing up. He steps back. That's contested like crazy. And he's not able to convert it. The perfect streak from 3 ends. But man, did it feel electric. The pass from Pesh, just a bit high on Hamilton. Crestwood turn it over. Tri-City get it once more. Nice to see here for them. We'll see if they can keep it going.
So Shellhammer is human. He can miss a shot.
Spoiler alert. He drives inside, leaves it. Wonderful find to Illich. And Pesh goes up. It seemed he got a lot of the ball, but he also seemed to get a lot of the man. He fouls Illich there. 2 free throws coming here for the big number 12.
Yeah, nice play there. Good drop pass down low to Illich Shellhammer because of the gravity he attracts as a player, right? So important. You want to cover him from any part of the game. 2 defenders came up and Illich was wide open down low, put Petch in a bad spot and had to commit the foul.
Illich converts on his first one here at the line. He's going to see if he can go perfect from it. Able to sink the second, no problem. Gaps back to 10. Crestwood going to want to try to capitalize. Phillips pass inside to Clark. Clark catches it. Gather step goes up through contact and in. Isaiah Clark quietly having a really, really nice outing so far. A lot of tough buckets inside for number 0.
Yeah, Clark started off the game with that putback dunk. Emphatic way to start, and now he's picking it up here.
The 3 ball falls. That one's from Garth. And it seems like everyone can shoot here on Tri-City. Wonderful bucket to make it an 11-point gap again.
Big time shot from Garth there.
Uraz thought about it, drives inside, loses the ball. It's picked up here by Kwame. Kwame has Garth. It's swung over. He throws it up to Kwame. Not on the same page, but Shellhammer's the one who picks it up. He takes it back beyond the arc. Clark immediately picks him up to avoid anything major. It makes its way over to Anderson. His 3-pointer short, rebounded by Kwame. Kwame fighting with Pesh, but he stepped out of bounds. Yes, that is the call there. And the referee says that he has to turn it over, does just that, and Crestwood will be taking it there. Tough to see there from Kwame.
When Shellhammer pulled that ball out, I thought he was going to shoot it. Honestly, I thought he was about to just let it go, but unfortunate turnover there. Looked like a nice play was brewing. TCBA look like they're moving the ball pretty well. They can. They just got to get a couple of stops here and just keep going and keep staying true to themselves on offense.
Speaking of shooting fouls, 2 free throws coming now after Clark was fouled. And yeah, I mean, on that play from Shellhammer, the thing that I thought when he caught it, I wasn't thinking he's going to shoot it. I saw him. His eyes weren't looking at the basket. He was looking where can he potentially dish it off to. He had caused Clark to converge on him, had a defender coming in from behind as well, and he did the right thing. Passed it out immediately and made it over to Anderson, who was open from 3. He just couldn't convert from that opportunity, but that just goes to show when you are 8 for 9 from beyond the arc, the gravity that's going to be around you is going to be immense. People are going to be converging on you at any opportunity. You got to take advantage of that as a team. 66-57 the score. Garth brings it up. Hands on over to Shellhammer. He's sizing up. Quick glance on over. He gives it to Garth. Garth. Slowly glancing all the way to the corners. Picked up by Kwame. Kwame drives in behind the back, trying to put in some work. Out to Illich. Illich, one pump fake. Puts up. Out to Shellhammer. He's open for 3. Money! 9 for 10. He's shooting 90% from the 3. Harry Shellhammer keeps making it rain.
That's got to hurt. Crestwood plays good defense, for the first, the majority of that shot clock. And then just at the end, wrong guy to leave open. Shellhammer makes him pay.
Uraz out to the corner. It's a 3 from Pesh. He can't respond with it. Rebounded by Shellhammer. He's able to quickly get it out to Garth. Garth over to Illich. Illich inside. He slips. And I know that is a foul, but I just feel like that really isn't either of their faults. They got tangled up with one another. It's unfortunate that it's going to be a foul call on Eric Pesh there, but that's one of those where you go, you know what? That's just how the game goes sometimes. You get tangled up, and you both hit the deck.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You see the guys, Eric Pesh, immediately saying, hey, you good, tapping him on the shoulder. So good sportsmanship to see there. He's going to shoot a couple of free throws, though, as, under 5 minutes to go in the third here. Time still, starting to dwindle down slowly but surely. And TCBA still with the lead.
Isaiah and Eoja Khan checking in, and it wasn't a shooting foul, so it will just be an inbound opportunity here for TCBA. Garth needs to find someone. Has Shellhammer flaring. Instead, he gives it over to Illich. He flies in, holds on for extra measure, and the big man goes in with the two-handed slam.
Yeah, I said I'm not going to get a couple of free throws. I'll just dunk it instead anyway.
The kid knows how to get up, even if he is of insane stature. He jumped from way out to get that one. Wonderful finish there. Clark goes up, can't convert it. It's rebounded by Illich. Illich gets it over to Shellhammer. He's given space. He lets it go 3 from transition. 10 for 11. That's the score line for him. A timeout needs to be called. It is just that. Harry Shellhammer, that boy tough.
Like you said, that boy is tough. He's a shooter. He's red hot. He missed that one. The 9-3 he took. Said, that's okay. I'll make it in the next 2.
Insane to see. 74-57. 3:44 remaining in the third. We'll be right back following this quick little break.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
We return, ladies and gentlemen, here. And Harry Shellhammer, we went to check the stats. The shot that we thought was a missed 3, well, apparently his foot was on the line. It's a long range 2. He's perfect from beyond the arc. 10 for 10.
100%. They say you want to give 100% on the court. That's exactly what he's doing from deep.
Ball quickly swung over to Garth. He gets back on the transition, tried shoveling it over to Kwame. Can't. It's taken by Hamilton. He's running the transition, has Phillips in the corner, slows down, says he wants the three. And Anderson went for the block, called for the shooting foul. And 3 free throws now coming here for Isaiah Hamilton.
Yeah, unfortunate call there, but Harry Shellhammer, we talked about him, and the guy's red hot. It's a new season high for the kid. He has 34 points, 10 of 10 from deep. His third 30-point game this season. He just dropped 30 yesterday, and now another one today.
I mean, I was going to say a lot of people will probably be at home saying, well, if it's a season high, you know, maybe he's just having the one-game explosion. Nope. He's one of the top scorers in the entirety of the league. He is third in points per game, second in threes made. And, I mean, he has offers from Daytona State. And, I mean, you should be expecting probably a lot more offers following this session here. The kid's been showing out. And, I mean, what a perfect time to get hot, especially heading into nationals.
You know what's really cool, too? He has a sick name.
Harry Shellhammer.
That's a sick name to have.
I agree. When you have a cool name, you just kind of know.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Hamilton, his three's short, picked up by Shellhammer. Shellhammer hacked by Hamilton. And the whistle goes there. Isaiah Hamilton whistled for it. He's upset about it. Wanted to try to get it out. And it will now be an inbound coming. Shellhammer, he's going to find Garth. And I mean, we check here on the website. By the way, if you want to keep up with the game too, check out North Pole Hoops. Stats.northpolehoops.com. You can see stats of box score of every single game. I highly recommend it. Only 2 fouls so far from Isaiah Hamilton in this one. And
I think Shellhammer might have just missed his first 3 of the day. Thought he got fouled, but I don't know. Maybe that'll be changed to a 2 like it was earlier.
And Iojikan driving in, can't do much with it, finds Uraz. Uraz takes the screen from Clark, blowing around, thinks about Iojikan, back to Clark. Clark attacking hard to the basket. Illich all over him, can't get the make. Kwame leads quick, has Anderson over to Shellhammer. He pulls up in stride. Bucket! That's an 11th made 3 from a Harry Shellhammer. Oh my days.
Is he going to get 50? Is Harry Shellhammer going to get 50? I don't even know.
The no-look pass to Kwame. Kwame says he wants a part in from the three-point barrage. Doesn't get that one to go. Crestwood. They trail by 19, 1:55 remaining in the third. Uraz push inside. Out it goes. Clark for 3. Gets it to go. Isaiah Clark gets into the three-point game. Lowers the score to 16-point gap.
Big time shot there. If he didn't convert in TCBA's score here, that makes it a 20-point game.
Shot clock didn't get reset, so now it's just awkward. Garth puts up the 3. And he gets fouled there. Yes, he's fouled by Sammy Uraz. Uraz seems a little confused on that one, but now Zach Garth will get 3 threes. Sorry, 3 free throws. Getting 3 threes would be kind of nuts, but 3 free throws now imminent for Zach Garth.
Yeah, Crestwood, they need to stay a little bit more composed here, right? They fouling a three-point shooter, that's imperative. If you want to get back into the game, you can't be doing things like that, right? You can lightly contest, sure. A guy like Garth, if it's Shellhammer, okay, I understand being that high up. But Garth, he's only made the 1-3 today. You can't step up that high and foul the kid. Not to say that Garth isn't a threat, but he obviously hasn't been the main focal point today. It's been Harry Shellhammer, who has 37 points.
I mean, Harry Shellhammer, man, he's been exceptional. There is no word to describe just how good Harry Shellhammer's been today. There really isn't. You know, he's been exceptional. He's been so good. And, I mean, he is currently hunting down the single-game record of this season.
Excellent strip there. Oh, that was a beautiful strip. Textbook defense. Carson Anderson hits it off the leg of Clark. Beautiful defense there, forces a turnover. But, yeah, like you said, hunting down that single-season record, scoring record for this season. He has 37. He's a point away. Season high is 38 right now by Kareem Al-Jabat.
We'll see if he beats Kareem Al-Jabat's season high. Fun fact, Al-Jabat's season high was against Crestwood as well.
Something about this Crestwood team, man. People love to circle them on their calendar.
Attack inside, Phillips through contact, can't get it. It's rebounded by Runyejic. Now Henry sizing up. It goes back to Runyejic. He thinks about it, gives it over to Henry. Henry, tell him to swing. He resets the play. It's going to be Jeric coming to set the screen. Henry sizing up Strawbridge, pulls up from the mid-range. Great bucket there. Josh Henry getting into his bag work before pulling up from the mid-range.
Nice bucket there, and if you notice, there's no Kwame, there's no Shellhammer, and there's no Illich on the court right now for this TCBA team. So anything to just keep this lead around that 15 to 19 mark, you're happy.
Crestwood want to try to take advantage, even if it's of a short period of time. You want to get it going. It's confusing time here. Henry going around, trying to size up. Has Clark putting pressure on him, trying to kick it out for three. There it goes for Beamer. High bounce, no go. Rebounded by Clark. He's trying to split through. He does just that. Puts it up before the buzzer. Can't get it to go. 80-63 the score as we head into the fourth quarter. It's a 17-point gap, but we've seen crazy things in the NPA. We'll be right back with one more quarter to go.
Every player deserves a chance to be seen, a chance to be heard, a chance to leverage opportunities and showcase their skills. At NPH, players and teams can create their very own unique pieces of content, from individual player and team mixtapes to feature stories, program documentaries, and live broadcast experiences. NPH creates high-quality visual content with one purpose: exposure. Canada breeds basketball talent, and the players and programs deserve a chance to showcase it. So wake up, because exposure starts here.
We return here for some fourth quarter action. Crestwood getting things started. Only two of the three Isaiahs are out there right now. Eni Ojikon with Bartley along with Isaiah Clark, Marquise Strawbridge, and Malachi Phillips rounding out their lineup here to start off this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, TCBA, Shellhammer, Illich, and Kwame all were given a breather there at the end of the third. They're all back in here to start off the fourth. Josh Henry and Carson Anderson rounding out that lineup. Rebounded by Shellhammer. He leaves it over to Henry, and he's going to be the one to bring it up here.
Yeah, that big three got a little bit of a rest for TCBA. That's out of bounds there, a turnover. But yeah, they got a little bit of a rest here, so now they're this fourth quarter, you know, the crucial one. Julian, you keep telling me this lead is not safe. It's basketball, right? And as you say, this Crestwood team especially has a tendency to come back and you know, fight back through these large deficits. So that rest could prove to be really important here in this fourth quarter for TCBA.
Runyejic checks in. We'll be seeing Phillips trying to fight through inside. Swarmed. Henry putting the pressure. Foul ends up going. And Phillips complains here to the referee. Bit of a reaction there from his hot-headed antics on that one. And referee, we'll see what ends up happening with that one. But now Tri-City ends up pushing again.
The travel there. It's called for the turnover.
Goes out to Henry. He's given space. Lets it go for three. It's short. Rebounded by Phillips. He wants to run the court. Has Clark, but he gives it over to Eni Ojikon. Eni Ojikon hard through the transition. Can't get it. Clark with a putback. And Isaiah Clark. I know his numbers might not be jumping out of the page at you, but it's still also a very impressive night from Isaiah Clark. 20 points now. And, I mean, he's been doing it very much a fun way, at least in terms of my opinion. Pull-up jumpers, putbacks, and cleaning the glass. I love to see that. He's now at 22.
Yeah, the dude's amazing. I mean, there's a reason why he's the number 2 ranked for his class. 2028 year, right? Yeah. Sure, Isaiah Hamilton is on the team as well, but don't forget Isaiah Clark, man. The guy is a bucket.
Kwame fouled on the drive to the basket. We'll be getting some free throws from him. And yeah, Crestwood cut the gap there. Nice little 4-point swing to make it 80-67. Patrick Fordyce going to be checking in here now for Josh Henry. Kwame's first free throw is short. I mean, yeah, I know you're saying that, Julian, you're coming off a little paranoid here by constantly reiterating that the game's not over. But, like, again, broken record stuff, I just mean it. It's just there's something in my stomach that's telling me there's still so much of this game alone yet to be written.
I mean, 8:20 left in the game. That's a lot of time, and you know, basketball is a game of runs. We know that, and that's how the game has been played recently. And you know, you get a run, and that could spark something right there. Now down to 12. This was at 19. This was at 19. Now down to 12. That's 4 threes. That's it, right? And the teams nowadays, they be shooting threes like crazy.
Isaiah Clark's been attacking the basket very, very efficiently here in the fourth. He has 6 points alone in this fourth quarter, and I think he might even have some more. I don't even know if that's the case. I believe he ended up getting to 20 after one of them, and from there he's just been able to convert even further. 26 points now for number 0. Shellhammer contested like crazy, cannot convert on that one. Phillips leading the charge. Has Strawbridge on one side, Eni Ojakon on the other, and Eni Ojakon goes right at Illich, get the layup. It's a 10-point game now.
So what happens when you have numbers. Illich didn't really know who to commit to, and he's just a step too late.
Fordyce out to Illich. He can't convert on it. It's rebounded by Strawbridge. Strawbridge over to Bartley. Quick swing over to Phillips. And now he's taking it up on this right-hand side. Thinks about it. Back to Bartley. Bartley keeping it chill. Over to Eni Ojakon. Has Clark in the corner. He says he wants to screen. Setting him up. Goes up with it. Eni Ojakon with the floater. Not a lucky bounce on the rim. It'll be swung on out to Harry Shellhammer. Shellhammer sizing up. Pesh pulls up. Wonderful little bucket there. Tried getting the step through. Doesn't get the bucket. They wanted the foul. They don't get it. Now Crestwood going the other way. Strawbridge pump faking transition. Over to Eni Ojakon. He's open for 3. Eni Ojakon in the corner to make it a 7-point game.
Like I said, man, it's a game of runs.
Crestwood starting to chant defense. They're getting nice and vocal about it. It's going to be fun to see how they keep on pushing. And now it's going to be Kwame. He's driving. He's pushing. Little lay towards the basket. Can't convert it. Clark has it. Over to Phillips. Quick swing over to Eni Ojakon. Eni Ojakon back to Phillips. Strawbridge calls for it. He gets it now. Back he goes to Phillips. He takes it around here. Steps on the mid-range. Gets him in the air. Out to Clark. His three-pointer. Not able to get it. Shellhammer, the one to rebound.
Eni Ojakon really leading the charge here in this fourth quarter on the run. Isaiah Clark as well, you know, big piece, but Eni Ojakon, this tail end of this run here, he's been very important.
Kwame on the wing finds Illich. Illich backing down. Strawbridge goes inside through contact, and Illich gets the bucket there. Makes it a 9-point gap again.
How about Stefan Illich, man? 7th straight double-double. 7 in a row. The guy's a rebounding monster. 20 and 15, 18 and 12, and 22 and 14 in his last 3 games. And today, he's at 15 and 11 with 3 blocks.
Love to see that from him. Eni Ojakon not able to hit his 3. Fordyce brings it up here on the transition. He's going to take it himself through contact. No free throw. Rebounded there. Eni Ojakon, he finds Phillips. Back he goes to Bartley. Immediate swing over to Eni Ojakon. Garth getting ready to sub in. He gives it over to Strawbridge, though, for 3. He can't convert it. It's rebounded by Illich. He adds another rebound to his total. Holds on to it slowly. He knows that time's on their side. It goes to Kwame. Eni Ojakon's the one to pick him up. And he goes the other way. Eni Ojakon guarding Kwame. Kwame trying to size up. He gets Clark now on the switch. Pulls inside. Swings it over to Illich. Illich trying to fight forward. Not able to do much there. And a whistle goes. It ended up going out of bounds, and it will remain Tri-City ball. Crestwood fans did not like that along the wall.
Hey, man, you can't argue with the ref. Once he blows that whistle, that's almost always going to be the call.
And with the talent that we've seen today, I do want to point out we have some scouts in attendance. Big ups to U Sports, even though it's currently the playoffs. We're still seeing a lot of people still come out here. Coach from TMU, coach from Ottawa, out here to be able to give some love to the players. Shot clock violation there. No reset there. Pacic a little confused on that one. They're all a little lost on it, but in the end, the bottom line is this. Crestwood will be the ones getting the ball. Who's going to come up and help Phillips on the inbound? Who's going to be the one who flares? It's going to be Clark. They're putting all the pressure on him. They get it inside. Slapped out by Garth. And they got to inbound again. Garth with great awareness there to slow it down further. They got to inbound from further back now. And Phillips be the one to bring it up here. Garth putting the pressure. Phillips takes the screen from Clark, keeps on going, has him on the hip, looking around, needs someone, little slip on over to Bartley. Bartley steps back, swinging, goes over to Phillips. Phillips has it, tries getting his defender on the hip, goes up, wonderful layup there by Malachi Phillips to adjust in the air.
Nice move. Good poise there by Crestwood. You know, couldn't really find anything and eventually just get downhill. And a nice, nifty, acrobatic move by Phillips.
Illich to Garth, who got wide open on the backdoor cut. He gets those 2 points right back. Great to see from Zach Garth. It goes back to Phillips. It's a deep three. He lets it fly. Can't get it. Rebounded by Kwame. Kwame brings it up. Pass on over to Garth. He slows it down. Waits for them to cross across. Waiting. Illich standing there ready to set a screen on Bartley. Bartley will remain there. No switch. Back to Illich. Illich, great find inside of Kwame. He goes to the basket. And Phillips forced to foul. 2 points, one more imminent. Kwame with a great cut to the hoop.
What a play there. Coach Surgeon Pejicic called the play immediately. And you saw the team, they got ready. They said, he's going to be there, he's going to be there. And guess what? Christian Kwame wide open down low, and you hear Zach Garth saying, good play.
Yeah. They said he's going to be there. They said he's going to be there. And by golly, he was there. 87-76 to score with 3.5 left in this fourth quarter. We'll be right back for the conclusion of this affair. We're back here for the free throws. Kwame at the line. As you pointed out, Isaiah Hamilton still hasn't checked back in. He only has 2 fouls on the day, so the issue isn't foul trouble.
Coach might be deciding just to roll with the lineup that's been working. I mean, it has been working in the fourth quarter. Lead is 12. They did get it down to 7 at one point, so this team just opting to go with this lineup instead.
And 11 points is still just 4 threes to take the lead. Clark attacking inside, gets those 2 points the tough way. Another great bucket there from Isaiah Clark. Tri-City knows we can take it slow. We can take it calmly. Let's do that. Attacking quick here, it's Garth. Garth takes the screen from Illich. He's still slow. Back it goes to Illich. They're counting down here. Back it goes to Kwame. His drive inside. Pulls up from the mid-range. It's short. Rebounded now by Phillips. He's going to have to try to push the tempo. Does just that. Kwame going to put pressure. Slows it down there. Gets stopped by Kwame. Now it's going to be Bartley. Bartley. Back it goes. And it makes his way over to Strawbridge. Strawbridge back to Phillips. Phillips thinks about it. Has Ennio Jukon on the right-hand side. Said he's going to take it himself as it expires. Goes up Phillips through the contact. Great bucket there. Malachi Phillips embraces all the contact for those points.
That was a tough finish. Lots of contact there. No foul, though, and a nice finish.
Shellhammer smothered. He said he wanted the ball immediately again. Garth tells him, let's calm down. Let's take this time here. We still got 10 seconds left. I mean, they're playing very smart. You have a gap. Not only, you don't need to be forcing shots for quick possessions. Waste as much time as possible. Garth gets him in the air, puts it up. He wanted the foul, doesn't get it, and now it's going to be Crestwood going the other way. Phillips hard drive inside. Lele gets blocked by the rim, and now it's going to be Illich. Little pass on over to Garth. He's going to have a chance again. Quick swing over to Kwame. Kwame holds on to it. He doesn't want to force a quick shot. Back it goes to Garth. They're playing with patience. That's been the name of the game.
That was a ball don't lie moment if I've ever seen one.
Illich hands it quickly over to Shellhammer. He's given space. His three-pointer, he sunk it, but Illich called for the illegal screen there on the way across. And one of those was called earlier on Isaiah Clark. This time it's called on Stefan Ilic. Crestwood back in.
You can't miss that 3-point foul call there, and then that happens. You can't do that. The referees just, I don't know. This game is still a nice lead, 8 points, but there's under 90 seconds to go. I mean, I don't know.
They get the steal immediately, though. It goes to Shellhammer. He hands it quickly over to Garth. Again, slow it down. Keep it chill. That's the name of the game. It's only been 3 possessions since it was about 3.5 minutes left for Tri-City. Now, just over a minute remaining. They've done a great job at milking as much time off of this clock to not give Crestwood a real chance to come back in this one. Shellhammer again. His 3 doesn't go.
Look who's back in the game. Isaiah Hamilton.
Hamilton's just going to let it fly from range. He's going to take it inside. Does just that. Attack hard to the basket. Can't get it. Ilic the one to pull it in. Ilic finds Shellhammer. Hamilton chasing him down. Shoving from behind there. It's a foul on Hamilton. Shellhammer, nice little smile, cheeky shake of the head there. Did not like that foul call at all from Hamilton. And I mean, the crowd definitely did not like that call either. They're talking about it now, right now. There's chirping from the Tri-City bench and everything. They've really done everything they can, in my opinion. Tri-City, from the fans to the coaches all over, they've been doing everything they can to get in the head of Crestwood. And Tony, I'll be honest, it's worked a treat in today's game.
I mean, you saw it. Isaiah Hamilton didn't play almost the entire fourth quarter and a big chunk of the third because, well, right after the foul, the take foul he had here in the midway through the third, a little bit before, he hasn't played, and that's just because they're getting in the head of these Crestwood players. These guys are not really set up the way that they usually are offensively speaking, right? They're driving a lot more, which is a good thing, but you don't see the ball movement as much. So it's a lot of more ISO basketball where Tri-City Prep, they're moving the ball well. They're staying true to themselves. They're playing their style of basketball, their brand of basketball.
Shellhammer will inbound here. Ref explaining how it's going to work here quickly. Ball into Kwame. Kwame back to Shellhammer, and Shellhammer, he knows he can be calm with it. Again, the game plan's simple. Milk as much time as you possibly can. Get a look you like. Garth inside, out to the corner. It's a 3-ball. High bounce there. No go from it. From Runjejic. Hamilton fouled on the attack to the basket. He'll get 2 free throws. Coach back immediately jumping on that, trying to tell Bartley what he wants from him, telling them what they need here in this possession. First one coming in here.
I honestly just would have let them score rather than free throws and stopping the clock, right? Just let them go, and then you can inbound it much faster. They're not set up the same way.
Ball into Kwame. He's wide open there on the inbound. He's going to try to get it past Hamilton. Fails to do so. Hamilton goes in. Hard attack inside. Slapped out by Ilic. And Ilic slapped it off the leg of Hamilton. Out of bounds it goes. The Tri-City fans here are stoked. Tri-City inbounding again. It goes into Shellhammer. Shellhammer trying to break out. Bartley having him in that corner. Fouls him there on the grab.
What a defensive play by Ilic, getting the strip and hitting it off the leg of Hamilton. What a play. Kwame says my bad on the previous play because, he did turn it over. It was the right idea. Bounce it off the player in front of him, try and get a side out, but that's okay. Ilic there to make up for his mistake.
And you know what I like about this Tri-City team? No one's blaming anyone. They're telling him, hey, it's okay. We got to keep on going. Earlier today when there was a foul, they kind of seemed to look at each other dazed. Coach Pachich looks at them and says, guys, stay focused. And that's just been the calling of the game. I believe Tri-City, there's one more foul on the table before they enter the bonus here, and it's going to be going to Shellhammer. Immediately fouled by Bartley. Understandable foul there to try to stop the clock, but you are sending the hottest man on the court to the line. He hasn't had any crazy buckets here in the fourth because he hasn't had to, but I mean, when you have 37 points, if he hits both of these, he has the most points this season in a game. First one sinks it. Ties Kareem Al-Jabat for the most points in the NPA this season in a game. Second one coming for Shellhammer. He's calm with it. Puts it up and in with the 39th point. That's the most points this season from a player. Harry Shellhammer's put on a clinic here at Royal Crown. Strawbridge for 3. High bounce won't go. Rebounded by Ilic. Back to Shellhammer. They're going to foul him. and he'll get some more free throws. 1 point away from a 40 ball, the first one of NPA if he hits at least one of these 2 free throws. And I mean, as you mentioned, he's perfect from the line this year.
Hasn't missed. Has not missed a free throw this year. But I think...
We'll see.
I'm knocking down the table here.
Gets it to go.
And there it is.
40. 40 for Harry Shellhammer. Fans across the world here watching this young kid rejoice. And shout out to Daytona State because they got in early on an absolute dog here. Harry Shellhammer, 41 points. Clark's going to just pull up from deep. Doesn't go. That's it. 92-82. Tri-City end their season with a win. And what a way to get it with a 41-point game from Harry Shellhammer.
You needed a big performance now more than ever, and man, did you get it. 41, 11 of 14 from deep. He made his first 10. He made his first 10 three-pointers. He was absolutely unguardable. The guy could not be stopped. No matter where he was on the court, he was sinking everything. He was 0 of 3 from 2, but guess what? He still made every single three, almost every single three. The guy was a force to be reckoned with. 8 of 8 from the line, remains perfect on the season, 100% free throw shooter, 32 of 32 overall from the line. I mean, the guy's unreal.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back with the interview with Harry Shellhammer post-game after such a monster performance. Don't go anywhere, but what a performance here from Tri-City. We'll be right back.
A chance to be heard. A chance to leverage opportunities and showcase their skills. At NPH, players and teams can create their very own unique pieces of content, from individual player and team mixtapes to feature stories, program documentaries, and live broadcast experiences. NPH creates high-quality visual content with one purpose: exposure. Canada breeds basketball talent, and the players and programs deserve a chance to showcase it. So wake up, because exposure starts here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined here with Harry Shellhammer, his team here with him. A big win, 92-82 against Crestwood. First and foremost, before we get into your individual performance, how do you feel after a massive win here to finish off your regular season?
Man, of course we feel great. Last game we got a bad loss, but today we had to come correct and put the belt where it's supposed to be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You guys come out of the session, 2 big wins. Obviously, great momentum heading into what's to come. Let's just talk about what happened today. 41 points, most points in a game so far in the NPA season. Only 40-point game also so far in the NPA season. And I asked you about it right before, and what you said is, I've done this before. How are you feeling about that performance?
Not my first this season. I mean, yeah, I've done 11 threes, 12 threes. I'm just happy we got the win, for real.
Yeah, and I mean, more than anything, you guys, the way you guys play, you have each other's back. You guys here with the aspects of camaraderie. What do you guys think this win means heading into next month's Nationals?
It just shows we can do it. Like, we got the group, we got the talent. We can do it.
Anyone can get hot anytime. Thank
Yes,
you so
sir.
much, Harry.
Appreciate you.
Fantastic
Appreciate
performance
you.
from Harry Shellhammer, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for this one. Thank you so much in what has been a phenomenal game. We still have 2 more games coming for you guys here. Houghton playing next against Ridley College in what should shape up to be another fantastic game from the great Bulgarian man, Tony Marinov. I've been Julian Quintero Verano, and I'll be seeing you for our very next game here. Don't go anywhere on the North Pole Hoops YouTube channel. See ya.